Here's the latest update to the RTFM program. It's a pen testing tool that I've been working on. I'm going to create a new session. I'm going to use the Metasploitable box. So let's see. I'm going to enter the IP. Okay, so I've created a new session. I've got the title and IP address right here. With the new session, I'll go ahead and just do a quick scan. And while that's going, I'll set up AI so that we can ping it for services that are found in various events throughout the process. Okay, found it. I'll pick my model. Pick that one. I'll save that. I'll keep my AI log open for now. We got to also, we'll just do a OS scan as well, and we'll open this one up in a console. Okay, so that's ran. Let's see if we have any updates with that. We'll go into our session. Here's our session window. All right, in our session window, we found that it's running Linux. We've got a series of services that it's found so far. Now that our scan is done, let's see how the AI log looks so far. All right, so each service that it finds, it'll talk to the AI and ask, here's a service that I found. What should I be aware of? Maybe are there some enumeration steps I could take? Are there any known vulnerabilities based upon the version and the product that's running? And it does this in a queue so that we don't overload the AI and it starts to time out if you're running this locally or on a local server. So it's already found some CVEs for the Tomcat version that's running theoretically. Let's see, this is another one. The IRC server that's running found some enumeration, some suggested commands that we can run. Let's see what else it's found. Here's another request or a response that we got from the LLM. This is a SMTP server that's running. It's given us some enumeration steps, some things to test, and how to interact with it manually, and a few known vulnerabilities. Sometimes it's just easier to read it in HTML as well, so we can export it to HTML, and we'll take a look at it. Okay, so there's our whole log, and we can easily put this into a markdown reader as well. Probably be a lot easier to read. Next, we're going to look at the session settings. This is our project name, our IP address, and it's identified the operating system for us and some default settings for wordless. And then here's a list of all of the services along with the description that it's been able to find. And this is a output of what we found in our scan from InMap as well. Along with the output, we can also see all the processes that have been ran so far, and we can click on them and get the output. Anything that's old has been done in a previous session as well. And then we can also create a report for that. So along with this attack flow, these are just some predefined in-map commands. We also have tshark, tcp dump, some DNS commands, and some web-based SNMP commands. We've got under the specific tools tab, these are all the tools that are listed in Kali Linux and categorized by the same category that you'd see on the Kali Linux website as well. And so all these commands are also saved in the console. So if we wanted to open up a console, we can type them and we'll see that we have an autocomplete option as well. So we'll just let that run. We also have templates. So if we know that we have a web server, for example, we can say, here's a series of commands I know that I want to run, and we can go ahead and run those. We have a breakout of a couple of tools like CeWL so that we have some more specific options. The reverse shell has pre-populated information, and so that we can go ahead and select some predefined reverse shells, and those options are already populated for us. So here's the template. We have a target and a port, and then in the output it's outputted for us. There's the IP in the port. Same thing with code snippets. These are just some common code snippets. Once I apply changes, you can see Joe and password, and then how to compile it. Crack map exec is a breakout for the CME tool, so I can pick the module, various options, run it. There's my output command. I can't run it now because I'm on Windows and I don't have that for Windows. The checklists are data-driven, predefined checklists that can be ran in order to, once you find, so if you want to escalate on Windows, these are just some steps that you can do in order to do those and make sure that you don't forget anything. If you wanted to add some commands, you can certainly do that, and you can also output whatever was done as well. We'll close that, and we can make a checklist report. This is what I've done. We can export it to PDF. And there you go. Here's a breakout of search exploit. It'll keep track of all of our searches. If it finds anything that looks promising, it'll download those exploits for us and keep them in a database. I'm on Windows right now, so I can't run this, but this is a Linux only tool. All right, the console is done. I can also enter commands here as well. That's all I got so far. My next step will be I'm going to create a breakout form for InMap so I can do more intricate commands, and also add a way to collaborate with multiple people on the same project and share information that's done in real time.